Celebrities aren't helping. And why would they? In a country where the big issue now is affordability, outside of, I don't know, Springsteen and a few others, celebrities don't strike people as relatable or in touch. And what their activism mostly activates is eye rolls. Because stars, they're not just like us. They're just not. They fly private. They have 5 houses all over the world. They give their kids ridiculous names.
Celebrities aren't helping the political conversation, and honestly, why would they? In a country struggling with affordability, inflation, and job insecurity, it's hard to see mega-wealthy stars as relatable. They fly private, own multiple mansions, and live in a completely different universe. When they lecture everyday Americans, it often triggers eye rolls instead of inspiration.
Congratulations for raising awareness. The awareness you really care about, which is how wonderful you are. Ricky Gervais once told the award show crowd, "Don't use it as a platform to make a political speech. You're in no position to lecture the public about anything. You know nothing about the real world." And of course, this is where celebrities say, "How dare you? We're citizens with just as much right to speak out." Agreed, you absolutely do. I'm just saying, don't.
Hollywood Awards season used to celebrate creativity. Now it feels like political open mic night. Instead of honoring raw talent, we get recycled monologues stuffed with buzzwords. That shift is exhausting audiences who just want entertainment, not a campaign rally wrapped in designer fashion.
It's having the opposite effect of what you want. Every big name in show business came out for Kamala Harris, from Oprah to Clooney to Beyonce, and she lost every swing state. A survey of Ohio voters found Taylor Swift's endorsement actually had a negative impact, with 24% saying it made them less enthusiastic about her as a candidate.
Come on.
Read the room, Democrats.
Comedian Ricky Gervais once told award show winners bluntly, "Don't use the stage as a political platform, you're in no position to lecture the public." His words hit because they exposed a truth many viewers already felt. Celebrities absolutely have the right to speak. The question is whether they should dominate every spotlight with it.
You know, when movie lovers get together these days, one phrase that comes up a lot and always makes me sad is, "Yeah, you couldn't make that one today." Top of that list is the great Tropic Thunder, which the scolds have been after for years. But in February, Ben Stiller tweeted, "I make no apologies for Tropic Thunder. It's always been a controversial movie since when we opened, proud of it and the work everyone did on it." See, people, it's not that hard.
Bill Maher argues that massive wealth acts like a force field. Recessions, rent hikes, grocery prices, these barely graze celebrity life. When someone shielded from everyday struggle tells working families how to vote or think, it can feel painfully disconnected. Sometimes the smartest move is restraint.
Trader Joe's, who for years have been selling a line of ethnically themed products, trading on the name Joe. For example, they have Trader Jose's beer. So, of course, one teenager on Twitter heard the word Jose and said it was racist, and then there was a petition, and then Trader Joe's management did the right thing. They burnt down all their stores and killed themselves. No, they didn't. They said, "F*** off, you oversensitive little shits."
In 2024, major stars lined up behind Kamala Harris, from Oprah Winfrey to George Clooney to Beyoncé. Yet celebrity endorsements didn't translate into sweeping victories. In some cases, they may have even backfired. Voters can admire talent without outsourcing their political judgment.
Celebrities aren't helping. And why would they? In a country where the big issue now is affordability, outside of, I don't know, Springsteen and a few others, celebrities don't strike people as relatable or in touch. And what their activism mostly activates is eye rolls. Because stars, they're not just like us. They're just not. They fly private. They have 5 houses all over the world. They give their kids ridiculous names.
When Tropic Thunder came under renewed criticism, Ben Stiller refused to apologize. He stood by the film's satire. That moment symbolized a broader tension. Modern Hollywood often treats discomfort as danger instead of artistic fuel. But storytelling has always thrived on risk.
Please, it's okay. You're stars. We like you for who you are. Insulated divas whose talent allows you to pig out on the finer things in life, because we all need something to aspire to. But being talented, which you are, isn't the same as knowing things or having the credibility to advise people on their politics. You rail against privilege, but you avail yourself of the greatest privilege of all, to remain clueless.
J.K. Rowling challenged prevailing cultural narratives and faced intense backlash. Studios distanced themselves. Online campaigns erupted. Whether people agree with her or not, the reaction showed how quickly Hollywood can turn on insiders who step outside the accepted script.
Dave Chappelle lashed out at me last month because I called him out for saying there was more free speech in Saudi Arabia than here. Well, I was right. What he said was stupid. America has many problems, including free speech issues on both left and right, but we're real different than Saudi Arabia. If you don't believe me, try opening a lesbian art gallery there.
When Dave Chappelle compared U.S. free speech to Saudi Arabia, Maher pushed back hard. Authoritarian monarchies punish dissent. America, messy as it is, still protects open criticism in ways many nations do not. Exaggeration may spark laughs, but comparisons matter.
Ricky's right. Celebrities don't know about the real world. So Democrats, it's great you have all the big celebs, but people see them as an arm of the Democratic Party, which they already suspect for lacking common sense. I know the celebrities mean well, and we thank them for having their heart in the right place, but just do you. Do what you do so well. Use your extraordinary talents for the noble cause of bringing relief from the problems that ribbons and pins can't fix. I know it's very important to you that you feel that you're making a difference, so let me assure you, you are. You're making independents vote Republican.
Maher's sharper claim? Celebrity activism sometimes pushes independents in the opposite direction. When wealthy stars scold voters, it feels less like solidarity and more like condescension. Politics isn't won on red carpets, it's won by meeting people where they actually live.
Comedians have been under attack for quite some time, and I need to stick up for my tribe. This war on jokes must end. Will Smith didn't get kicked out of the Oscars for going Ike Turner on Chris, but Kevin Hart got kicked out of hosting it for a joke. Who are these people who say cancel culture isn't a real thing? Just among comedians who've gotten fired and lost gigs for exercising their freedom of expression, the toll is high. Gilbert Gottfried and Kathy Griffin were tasteless. So what? That's why we like them.
The final message isn't censorship. It's humility. Hollywood thrives when it tells bold, honest stories, not when it turns every trophy into a sermon. Talent is not the same as expertise. If celebrities want influence beyond entertainment, it requires homework, nuance, and self-awareness. Until then, the gap between star culture and everyday Americans may keep growing.